Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday the 28th. I apologize for the mix-up yesterday with the Zoom meeting. I messed up, so I forgot to send the invite out. I did send one out in the morning, and then it was too late, so that's my fault. So don't worry about it. If you did missed it, I did post a video explaining that yesterday. We will be meeting tomorrow. You saw that, and I did screw that up too because I put the default is PM, not AM, so I sent out a second one. I'll also send out one for Friday right away today, just so you have it on your calendar. Tomorrow we'll be doing lots of questions, the 40 and the 20 questions, so be prepared for that. And then Friday we're going to do another, we'll probably do a couple questions to get caught up a little bit because we missed Monday. And the focus of Friday's work will be to group documents appropriately with some capping and stuff like that. So it's real important that you're there on Friday to get the directions. I'll have them written out, but just so we can all be on the same page. And again, I'd like to time it to get in the habit of doing that. So that's what we're going for the week. I'll probably have something else for you on Thursday, like in this format of video. So today, a couple things. I pulled this from the AP review site. Again, I've spoken of them a number of times. This is just a pretty good sort of checklist of simple arguments and complex arguments that I'd like you to take just a few minutes to take a look at and try to keep in the back of your mind as you're practicing these essays. My thesis gives, a simple argument is my thesis gives one argument. A complex argument, my thesis provides multiple arguments. So on the other hand, the idea of ranking causes, this was the most important, this was a secondary cause, but some say that kind of thing. Skipping down a couple of my essay supports the arguments with a variety of evidence, not just one example, several examples. And again, if you recall, one of the easier ways I think to explain historical events is through examples. The English Civil War, was it a religious conflict? Was it a political conflict? Well, you can make the argument that it started as a religious for a variety of reasons, but then it turned into a political conflict. So just by their very nature, these historical events are complicated. So you need to have examples to support the various sides. So I just thought that was kind of a cool chart. Just take a look at it. This will be in period 3. I'm sorry, period 2 folder. Period 2 folder. We are transitioning into period 2. The next one is from the same review site. This is Continuity and Change, 1648 to 1815. Sort of a big overview. So we see socially the Enclosure Acts, serfdom in Eastern Europe, serfdom abolished in France as a result of the French Revolution, women's roles relatively unchanged, number of children born out of wedlock increases, that kind of stuff. The birth rate goes up, or the population goes up, I should say. Population goes up. Politically, absolutism, constitutionalism in England and the Netherlands, enlightened monarchs, the French Revolution. Okay, religion, we begin the time period with the Peace of Westphalia. Again, so that's really important. There's some measure of religious pluralism. The whole English Civil War with the attempt to restore Catholicism. Napoleon's concordat with the church. Okay. Intellectual, we see the Enlightenment, social contract, Montesquieu, Diderot, Beethoven, Mozart, Adam Smith, all that stuff from the Salon. Technology, the seed drill, Jethro Tull's, the spinning jenny, James Watt, the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. And economics, Dutch and British East Indies Company, double entry bookkeeping, checks, Bank of England, mercantilism, that kind of stuff. So those are just categorized up there as continuity and change. I just thought that was sort of a pretty good overview of some of the events. And again, as I know I went through that very, very rapidly, but as you take some time and go through that, like Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations, well, you need to know who Adam Smith was in Wealth of Nations. So use that as a tool to show you what you don't know as well. I'll try to blow this up here a little bit. This is I don't know if you have this, but I just thought it was important. We haven't really talked about the scientific revolution. We were going to talk about that on Monday, but we'll do that Wednesday, whoever has that Newton question. But just to give you a heads up, so these are some of the big time people of the scientific revolution. Most of these we've heard about in some way, shape, or form. But it just gives you a nice little chart, and this will certainly help you on your rescue packet. And I think, yeah, that's all I have. So for today. So again, continue work on your rescue packet and your art history packet. You really need to do that. Technically, you don't have any other work aside from that little DBQ activity on Friday. So you should be devoting some time to that activity. It's really important. We get really good results from it. Students in the past have swore by it. You may be swearing when you're doing it, but it's tough. That's the breaks. We have to do that. So keep going on that. Overall, you guys have been doing a really good job under really tough circumstances. Keep it up. You got just a couple weeks left. And then, after the test, I'm not going to ask you really to do anything. So stay with me for the next couple weeks, and we're going to get some college credit out of this. So other than that, I don't have anything. Obviously, as always, if there's problems, shoot me an email. I will be sending out a couple more Zoom invites. Schoology will be updated. I'll update the calendar as well, so we know where we're going this week. So we'll see you tomorrow at 9:30. Be prepared to go through some questions. You'll see me via video on Thursday with something, and then Friday we will be doing a DBQ activity. So have a good day. See you later.